eventually. But I feel like we can make a game out of the thing the way that it like sometimes zooms in on your crotch, Brooks. I think that anytime that this Mr. Roboto, the cameraman, zooms in on like your crotch or Banana's knee or like my elbow or something, I think everyone out there should take a shot of orange juice, of course. But I feel like that would be a fun way to play this game. I think it zooms in. Can you see? Is that us on that screen, Banana?
And most of Brooks is in the shot.
Most of Brooks? Well, okay. I guess we can get up and pull that out a little bit if we need more of Brooks. I forgot.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Do you think I should try to use the stand for the first time ever?
You can use the microphone stand if you want. I'm trying to figure out where to put this so that nobody steps on it. If I put it up here, you guys you have eyes. You're not going to step on this, right?
Do you want to put it by me?
I think I'm just going to put
Wait,
it on the ground.
Yeah, but now I kind of want to see how I look with the stand. I want to see if it's like in front of my face.
Hey, we're trying to get started on the show here, and you're worried about how you look. There, how do you look?
I look fine. I just wanted to make sure that I didn't literally have it like covering my mouth.
The lighting looks good today.
It does?
Mm-hmm.
Look at this. We're doing things right. But what did I just find on the ground? What is this? Like, what is this?
It's a.
Oh, that's funny, actually. I know.
What is it?
I know exactly what that is.
Oh, it's a. I remember this from an unboxing. Is this
Still has
Is
the
this a
tag on it.
pumpkin mask?
No, it's the banana mask.
Oh, it's the banana mask.
Yeah.
Is it?
Well, you know what's funny is that actually was a moon man originally. That was in a McDonald's commercial, I think, in the 80s.
Oh, that's.
There was a moon man that looked like that, and they just turned it into a banana.
How's that?
It looks like a serial killer.
Do I look like
Yeah.
a serial
Yeah.
killer?
And you also look like you might suffocate.
It feels mildly inappropriate. It feels a little bit bizarre. I'm not going to do the show like that. Would you like to wear the banana mask?
You actually look like you're about to rob a bank.
Okay. Well, I don't want to.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
All right. Anyway, it's the old timey phrase game today. I'm getting so much information through my headphones right now, or through my Meta glasses. They're telling me everything that's going
Turn
on
it
in the
off or
show.
what?
Yeah, I think I will once it starts to drive me completely nuts. The first viewer has joined, is what I've been informed by my glasses. Anyway, the phone number 760-517-6844. Hey, that's really weird. I think I'm going to turn this
Even I
off
can
because
hear it.
you can actually hear that.
Yeah, I could hear it
The
too.
phone number is 760-517-6844. I'm turning off my glass. What? So when I get like a bubble noise, does that mean someone's doing a like or a comment or something? Because I'm hearing,
sure.
I'm hearing bloop, bloop, bloop
Yeah, it
through my
must be.
glasses.
It must be.
Anyway, it's the old-timey phrase game today. 760-517-6844 is the phone number. It's been a little while since we've done this. I had a wonderful illness last week. We were busy for a couple weeks, but we got a reaction, Brooks. All right, these are getting turned off. They're driving me insane. But our last time that you and I were on, we taste tested a million kinds of freeze-dried food.
That was fun.
And
Man, I wrote down that lady's name to thank her.
Allison something. Allison with
From
an
Colorado.
Yeah, it's. I finally put her name in the description of all those videos. I was told, Brooks, in the comment section that every time I ripped off the top of the thing to taste it, that's where it was written what it was. So by the time I
don't
handed
think
it to
that's
you,
true.
oh, okay,
I mean, I did not see any writing on any of that.
I wouldn't have blamed you if I ripped it off every single time. But
I didn't see anything.
I never read anything, and I was all excited about the Skittles, and then I went in for a fresh pack and came up to join Pete to watch TV, popped one in my mouth, and they were the mixed berry kind.
mixed berry Skittles are fantastic.
I mean, I was really hoping for the original.
All right, I mean it's better than those dried olives that we were eating. Those things were nasty.
That was the worst one. I think everything else was pretty good.
I've got a whole nother package. Lucum86 sent me a giant package full of Japanese treats from Japan that we can try next week. I think that's what we're going to be doing next Wednesday. But now, as I started to say, 760-517-6844, it's the old-timey phrase game. Banana's going to be asking old phrases. And who's this? Our first contestant of the evening.
It's Danny from South Arkansas.
Danny.
Danny, how do you get through?
Danny!
There are so many people that say, like, I called like 300 times and I couldn't get through. Do you just call before the show starts? Can I get your secret?
I call 30 minutes early.
Oh.
He
Okay.
admits it.
And then you sit in the queue. All right.
Man is determined.
So that's how it's done, folks. If you want to get on the show, you got to call 30 minutes early. We will definitely reward that, keep you on, give you the first question of the evening. Well, let's do the question, and then I'll talk to you for a minute. Banana, you ready?
I am ready.
All right.
Danny, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am, I'm ready.
Okay. What does it mean to give someone the cold shoulder?
It means to like ignore them after like they make you mad or something.
You got it.
Wow, got that one right away. Very good, Danny. I feel like we need to, I got the bell. I feel like I want to include some applause for when we're totally blown away with people answering it very quickly. Do you have any stories for us from the Arkansas area today, Danny? Danny.
Well, the fires that happened a few weeks ago, those are grass fires that caught buildings on fire.
Yeah.
My friend was away, and I got my little brother with me today.
Hey, little bro. What's his name?
His name's Michael.
Michael. Does Michael watch the videos as well?
No, not really. But he has been really wanting to be on the show for a while, so.
Can I ask Michael an old-timey phrase question?
I'm 7.
That's
Make it easy.
yeah, I know. That's why I want to give you this one.
Okay.
Do you mind?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, Michael.
Yeah, go ahead.
What does it mean to have a hissy fit?
Like what?
Cry and grow big.
What do you say? Cry and what?
He said to cry a lot over nothing and to throw a fit.
Yep, you
Yeah,
got it.
that's it.
Yeah, our youngest caller got it right.
That's pretty impressive, Michael. Very good. You guys got 2 bells.
And he has a question for you, Pete.
All right, go ahead.
How do you have entertainment?
How do you have
He said, what do you do for entertainment?
Oh, what do I do for entertainment? I sit down on this couch in front of this microphone and give people my phone number and let them call me. That is my entertainment for the week. We do, Banana and I, a little known fact that might just confuse people even more than usual is Banana and I will sit there and watch TV, and of course I have no idea what's going on, so I listen to the stories, and then every time I'm really confused, I'm like, Banana, what's happening? So right now we are watching/listening to Severance on
I've been
Apple
watching
TV.
that too.
You're watching that right now?
Yeah.
Well, I have to keep pausing and asking Pete to explain to me what's happening.
It's very confusing.
Yeah, I get the concept, but she's
I'm struggling.
yeah, she's struggling a little bit. So yeah, I will stare in the direction of a television, Danny, but I spend a lot of time, Danny and Michael, listening to audiobooks. And right now I'm listening to the Primal Hunter series of books. It is literary role-playing game books, and they're super fun. I spend like hours a day with an earbud in listening to audiobooks.
Well, that sounds fun. I also like listen to audiobooks sometimes.
You should listen to, I'd say, Wish or The Skill Conspiracy or I Talk to Atoms by this fantastic author by the name of Pete Guston.
I have one.
Ooh, that sounds like a great author. I might try to check him out sometime.
It is some good books.
Yeah?
Well, we once watched Hunger Games, and
He watched The Hunger Games.
Yeah. Yep, you watched The Hunger Games?
Trying.
If Banana, if you never watched it, you should watch it. It's very fun.
All right.
Awesome.
So recommendation from Michael and Danny in Arkansas.
I absolutely will.
That's great. He's like, Banana, watch The Hunger
Only
Games.
because you suggested it.
That's kind of funny, Danny.
100 other people have suggested it, and this is going to be the one.
You've never seen it, have you?
No.
All right. I should check. 10 minutes in, I should check to make sure that we are live on all platforms. Brooks, are we looking good?
Yep, we're looking good.
All right, we are on Instagram today. We're not on TikTok again because we got banned. My 5,000th ban. I got a 30-day ban for personal information or something like that. We guessed that the personal information was the phone number, which when you're doing a call-in show, if you don't give people the phone number,
Yeah.
I don't know how to pull that off. So thanks again for another ban, TikTok. But for all the other platforms, we love you. Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, of course, and Instagram on their own cameras. I think I'm pointing at it over there. Everybody else is there. Instagram is over there. We are here, 760-517-6844. Who's this?
Hello?
Hey, who's this?
Andy.
Andy. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from California.
All right.
What part?
LA.
Nice.
Nice. You ready to play the old-timey phrase game?
Yes.
All right, Banana, fire one away for Andy.
Okay. What does it mean if someone is a dead ringer?
I have no idea.
Oh,
That's a
oh
tough
no. Dead ringer is a tough one. Brooks, do you know it?
Yeah, Brooks, do you want to give it a whirl?
Should we? I think
They're like just a dud of a person.
no.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Let's see if should we give Andy? Do you have enough to give Andy another one? And let's see if people in the comment section can give some hints or figure out what
chat.
Dead Ringer is.
Anyone in chat?
Anyone in chat, if you know what
Know
Dead
what Dead
Ringer is,
Ringer.
Banana's going to give Andy another one if you have enough. Can you do that?
I think I have enough. Do you want another one?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll go a little easier. What does it mean? How do I phrase this? If you have to walk on eggshells around someone.
You got this, man.
You can do it.
You
can do
Hey, hold on.
Always walking around
He
on
said,
eggshells.
"Oh, hold on. Hope that doesn't mean he's googling." No googling allowed.
I'm not googling anything. I'm using my brain.
He's using his brain power.
So think about what I said. If you have to walk on eggshells around somebody, a particular person.
So like, does that mean like it's unpleasant? Like you don't like it?
I mean, that's part of it.
Yeah.
Well,
it's not the right
It's like
answer.
hurts.
It means that you always have to watch what you say or do around a person because that person's either difficult, like
walking on eggshells just means be careful.
yeah, yes,
You can watch what you say.
yeah.
Oh.
But a
Yeah.
lot of times people use it in context. They say like, I always have to walk around on egg. I keep saying it wrong every time.
Yeah, you do.
Walk on eggshells around a particular person means like you just can't. You're always going to screw up in there.
Well, that's a very specific.
Oh.
Jeez, I feel like
Well,
you have
that's
some specific trauma here. It just means you need to walk. If you need to walk on eggshells around someone, it means that they might go off. You might upset them. You just have to be
Exactly.
careful.
We're saying
So
the same
walking, I'm doing it with less stuttering, so I feel like it makes more sense when I say it. Anyway, Andy, did you have anything? Did you want to talk to us about or ask us or anything?
I just wanted I'm a big fan, you know.
Well, thank you for calling. I appreciate it. Brooks, did anybody, Andy, congratulations on getting through and, getting a little help on this thing. Did anyone in the chat come up with anything for Dead Ringer?
So Marguerite Mitchell says, "Look alike."
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Marguerite Mitchell gets a
Marguerite, good job.
ding. Are you able to monitor the
Josh is in chat and he called it. He said,
Joshua-
Marg got it.
Joshua K. survey?
Yes, sir.
What up, Josh?
Can I give the backstory? Because this one's interesting.
Of Dead Ringer?
Yes.
I'm kind of curious about that myself.
Okay. So it comes from horse racing.
Okay.
So it used to mean a horse raced under a false name for so if it was a dead ringer, it was a horse that looked exactly like this other horse, and so they'd say it was the one that it wasn't, right?
Yeah.
For the purpose of cheating.
But
And then the word ringer was the term for the substitute.
the
So
ringer
say
was
you have
yeah.
a stud horse who always wins or whatever, and then you have another horse that looks exactly like it. Everybody thinks they're betting on that horse because
Yeah.
you told them it's that horse.
yeah.
Oh,
But, yeah.
it's a dead
It's a
ringer.
dead ringer.
Because you're dead when you bet on him.
Okay.
But
I get the origin of the term, but I don't get where the two words dead and ringer come from in that story.
I don't know what the dead part, but Brooks had a good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or you're dead if you get caught.
Yeah. By the way, you said part of Brooks is in this thing. Is your whole head in this video, Brooks, or no?
YouTube it is.
Oh, okay, yeah.
YouTube, I'm good.
Yeah, Instagram people, you're the only vertical platform tonight. You just get to see me and Banana. Brooks is over there. Maybe if you want to wave your hand over in front of me.
Hello. I'm over here.
That's Brooks. It is the old-timey phrase game. We're off to, I'd call it a 50-50 start. Well, no, 66-33.
Real quick, we have an explanation of Dead Ringer in
Oh,
the
good.
chat.
All right, fire away.
Barricade Misadventures says Dead Ringer came from the used to tie strings to dead people's fingers and a bell. Also, that's where graveyard shift came from, people listening for the bells.
Wow, alternative explanation.
Yeah,
Okay.
that one's
Yeah.
very different.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere.
Speaking of bells and old-timey
Or
things.
also, someone else says from playing horseshoes.
That's
I don't know.
probably a more horseshoes can be a very old
I
game.
don't think anyone actually knows.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
seems like there's a lot of guesses here. Have you ever heard of a woman wearing a night bell?
No.
So talking about old timey, it was in a book I was reading. Apparently, back in the early 1900s or whatever, women of the night who would work in the red light district wore a bell around their neck so that they could, if they were getting dragged away or something, they could ring the bell easily.
Whoa. Okay.
Sounds like a good
I'll read
idea.
that story.
Yeah, I had to look up night bell because I was listening to some book and they're like her night bell started to alarm the neighborhood and I'm like, her what now? I didn't know. I had no idea what that was.
And on the night bell.
That's one of the handy things. So I listened to the books on the Meta glasses, and then like as soon as it says something that I have no idea what's going on, I'm like, "Hey Meta, what's a night bell?" And then it gives me the story. 760-517-6844. Old timey phrase game. Who's this?
Jack,
Jack. What's going on? Where are you calling from?
California.
All right, we're getting some Cali calls tonight. You ready to play the old timey phrase game?
Yep.
Banana.
Okay. What does it mean if somebody says everything needs to be above board or to do everything above board?
They need to do it to their best.
No, not quite. We can as people in the calls, if they don't get them, we're gonna throw them out to the chat.
Chat above board. What does
Above
it mean?
board. I don't know. I mean, I guess I can give a clue. Do you have a clue, Banana?
This business deal, everything needs to be above board with this business deal.
Come on, chat. You got this.
If it's not above board and you're doing an economic deal, the SEC might have an issue with you, Bernie Madoff. That's some clues right there.
So someone on Instagram says above expectations. That is not true.
No, that is I'm going to buzz the person on Instagram.
And Devil's Advocate says legitimate. That's not right either.
No, that's.
I mean, it's right in a way, but as I understand it, it means transparent and everyone is understanding of what it means,
I
right?
don't think it has to be
I
transparent.
think
Above board just has to be.
You and Devil's Advocate it's a combined version.
Okay.
It means like everything is like nothing's shady. There's no
Yeah.
trickery. You're not cutting corners.
Transparent.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, Devil's Advocate. It's my bad.
Yeah, there's nothing shady about this deal. It's all above board. It's all done to regulations.
Like no
one's going to jail.
Nobody's doing something weird without
They're ding to
telling anybody.
all of us for
Someone
figuring
says
that
to
out.
be honest and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right.
there we
And
go.
stuff, definitely. If you look at the
Job, Cody
definition, it
Yaps.
says and stuff. Jack,
Yeah.
did you have any? We all figured that one out together, but did you have something you wanted to ask us or talk about?
Are you allowed to go on roller coasters still?
Yeah, there's a video.
Wait, hold on. Is he allowed? Not only is he allowed, if you go to any of the major theme parks, we get him and everybody who's with him, the group, get to cut the line.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
I don't know if that's true for every. It worked at Legoland. Wait, are you asking, am I allowed because I'm blind, or do you think I'm really, really, really short? Or
I mean, like, how did it feel? Like,
it actually feels a little more. So I've been on roller coasters when I could see, and I've been on roller coasters after I couldn't, and it's a little more terrifying when you can't, when you don't know what's coming up or how long it's going to go for. It is a little terrifying. So I went last time I went on a roller coaster. I went with Legoland, and I was sitting next to Eddie, our nephew.
Yep.
And so I was gonna GoPro it because I record everything. And the woman comes over and she's like, "There's no video cameras. I'm gonna need to take that." So I unscrewed the handle and I just handed her the handle and kept the
put it in the
GoPro.
cubby,
And
like,
she
what?
took the handle like, okay. Like she wanted the camera, but she was like a teenage worker, Banana said, and was just totally perplexed. So for the whole roller coaster ride, I held the thing out in front of me and Eddie. And yeah, it's on all the platforms. But if you search YouTube, I think Blind Guy Roller Coaster or Blind Surfer Roller Coaster.
Yeah, it's me and my sister and my nephew. And did Elise go on too? I think so.
Maybe, yeah.
Because we bought the picture at the end, and I'm the only one like having fun, and everybody else has the most terrified look on their face.
That was really fun. She's totally like, the girl's like, "No, you can't record this." And I'm like, "Well, I'm not gonna record it."
Yeah.
And then she's like, "Well, there's a blind guy and maybe he's confused." And so she just rolled with it. So yeah, I think I might have the only video footage from Legoland because it's not allowed. You can get away with stuff when you're blind.
She also might feel obligated to like do her job and be like, I have to tell this guy.
Yeah, I tried.
Yeah.
I tried.
Exactly.
I gave it a whirl.
Yeah.
760-517-6844. I think we're down to 50-50 on people getting things. Appreciate Devil's Advocate and everybody chipping in on the chat. Next phone call. Who's this?
You're Dietrich.
Dietrich?
Yes.
Cool. Is
Nice.
that
Where you
C?
from?
Is that
Okay.
is it spelled Detrich or a K at the end?
K at the end.
Okay. There's a player for the Patriots. I don't think he's on the team anymore this year, but his name is Dietrich. Dietrich Wise was a defensive lineman on the Patriots, and that was the first time I ever heard of a Dietrich. Where are you calling from?
Oh, cool. Barrington, Michigan.
Nice. Do you want to play the old-timey phrase game?
Yes, please.
Fire one up, Banana.
All right. What does it mean to pay the piper? Like if you have to pay the
It means
piper.
to pay the piper means to get what's coming to you.
Yes.
Hey, very good.
Damn.
You came in hot. You
I know. I interrupted you.
and there was a quick pause. I got a little nervous. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Can you do that, Banana?
Uh-huh.
Peter Piper picked peppers.
Almost.
Pickle peppers.
What's
Uh-huh.
what's going
Them
on?
too.
What's going on in Michigan, Dietrich?
Well, we have snow.
Why? Isn't it a little late in the? We're in April. It's April 2nd, and it's snowing.
Well, it snowed yesterday.
Oh, geez.
Well, April Fools.
Yeah, April Fool's Day. I work at WRIF in Detroit, Michigan, and I'm in communication with them every day. And Jade, one of the hosts there and the program director, she told me that the weather today in Michigan was like what did she say? It was like a wet used snot rag. I was like, oh, that's descriptive. Does that sound about right? If you stepped outside, would you feel like you're in a wet used snot rag?
Yes.
Does that mean that is it slushy out?
Yep, because not only did we get snow yesterday, today we also got snow and rain.
Yeah, so it's slushy.
Yeah. That was one of my ways that I got on the radio the very first time in my life.
Oh, yeah?
I'd been behind the scenes and I was interning, and it was April 1st, 1990, I think 7, and no one could get into the radio station because it dumped like 5 feet of snow in Boston, and I was one of the only people that could get there because I lived in walking distance, and I trudged through all the snow, and I got to the radio station, and the guy that did the commercial production for the day, and he did the promos, he couldn't get into the station, so I just volunteered myself to read the promos and commercials for the day, and I got on air in Boston. I was like 19 or 18 years old at the time.
That is very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the next day, the program director came in and he said, "Who told you to do this?" And I was like, "Me," because I thought I was like, good and taking initiative. He's like, "Yeah, we need to get all that stuff off the air immediately and have Bill replace it because it sounds terrible." I was like, "Oh." I didn't quite have the skills at the time, but it was a good experience for me. I got to tell people I was on air at WRKO in Boston because I walked through the snow. Uphill both ways, Banana.
Sure.
760-517-6844 is the phone number. Who's this?
Hey, Pete, this is Cody.
Cody, what's going on?
Oh, not too much. How's it going?
Good. Do you keep track? Do you know your lifetime record in playing the old-timey phrase game?
No. I've only played once. So.
Oh, I feel like we've
And then you have kept track.
Yeah, you know that much at least.
Yeah.
I feel like we spoken on days.
Yeah, I guess I lied to you. Yeah, we've spoken a few times. Yeah,
Okay.
because I've called in before, but not. This is only my second time doing this.
Okay, all right. Well, let's fire up another one for Cody.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. What does it mean to give something some elbow grease?
Put a little work into it.
Yeah, you got it.
Very nicely done.
Little umph there.
A little oomph and oomph.
Yep.
Well, it's,
Give
Yeah.
it some grit.
Banana
Put a
asked
muscle
me.
into it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
exactly.
says we've been doing this long enough that sometimes there's ones we think are so ridiculously easy, and then no one gets it for like 3 calls in a row. So I'm never surprised. Hard one, easy one. I don't know. It just I guess depends where people, what kind of old people have been hanging out
Well,
with.
like having things be above
Yeah.
board. Like that was shocking to me that people didn't know that one.
Yeah, I feel like that's in like so many TV shows these days, like Succession. We gotta keep this deal above board.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my Brian Cox, by the way. Is that pretty good? What else is going on, Cody?
Oh, I'm just hanging out. Been working on some music stuff and just talking to some friends on Discord tonight.
Yeah,
Nice.
you got
Oh.
got any new tunes out on YouTube or anything?
Not right now. I will soon, but I've been working really heavy on writing my own songs, and I've been working on a lot of blues lately. So I've kind of been putting YouTube in the back seat for
Nice.
now.
I
But
love
I'll get back to it.
Blue, have you ever played slide guitar? I ask because of blues.
That's what I'm getting into.
Oh, really?
Okay,
Yeah.
now do you play that? Can you play slide guitar? I don't, because I haven't seen it. Is that the one that lays
Yeah,
flat, or
yes.
can you play it upright?
It lays flat. You lay it right across your lap, and then you put the slide on your ring finger or your middle finger,
Yeah.
and then you just run the slide up and down the strings. It's really, really, really hard.
Is
Especially
it?
not being able to see the strings.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Difficult.
I bet. Yeah.
Yeah, that was my challenge. I've tried to learn the guitar a number of times and only got halfway, maybe quarter way decent every time, because that learning curve of just learning where the frets are. You know, like, even when you're like reading the tablature or it's like third fret, third string, fourth fret, fifth string, and then you can't just, as a blind person, you can't look down, so you got to go thunk, 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 and there's the fifth one. So to find one note takes like 3, 4, 5 seconds. And then, repetition, if you do it enough and long enough, then you start to get the muscle memory. But boys, it take a long time when you can't see what you're doing.
Well, I'll tell you this. I've been playing for almost 4 years now, and I'm nowhere near as good as a 4-year sighted player would be, because everything I do, I have to do by ear and memory, because I can't read music, obviously.
Yeah.
And it's just, I've gotten close to giving it up, but it's therapy for me. And so it's one of those things where I can't quit it. And who knows, maybe one day it'll make me money if I'm lucky.
That's the way I feel about surfing too. I've been surfing for about 8 years now, and I feel like if I'd been a fully sighted surfer surfing for 8 years, I'd probably be at a different level. But it just takes a lot more time to learn everything and put it into your brain bank when you don't have the main functioning sense alongside with you. But you stick with it.
Right.
I still feel like, after 8 years, I feel like at this point, if I go out, anytime I go out in the water, what do you think, Brooks, Benny? Like, am I better than half the people? Like, at least middle of the pack every time I go out? At least, hopefully?
I would say so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do. It's just,
It really depends where you are.
I
it's
guess.
like-
But I feel like half the time, I feel like all the time, I feel like I'm at least in the middle of the pack, which, I don't know, for a lot of people out here have been playing or have been surfing since they were like 4, so there's that too.
Yeah, but that's a difficult question to answer anyway.
I guess, yeah. Well, keep at it, Cody. Hope to hear some new stuff from you soon.
Yeah, I will absolutely watch you play the slide guitar on YouTube.
Yeah.
So keep pursuing that. For real.
You're gonna be waiting a little while until I'm playing it on YouTube, but you'll see it eventually if you keep an eye out.
We'll be here. Yeah. What's the plug the channel one more time for me? So when it's ready, we'll all go to it.
It's called Cannon Music, CANNON Music. And by the way, I wanted to thank you. I tried calling in a couple times, but I never did get through. I really wanted to thank you for doing that on the last live, because it did help me out, and I can't tell you how much I appreciated that.
Well, that's cool. No, I'm happy to do that. We've had a couple kids call in, and they're like, "I got a gaming channel." I'm like, "No," but if you're working on your craft and you're just looking to share your music, happy to plug that, and I appreciate the struggle. So happy to do that. Cannon Music at Cannon Music on YouTube. Cody's our guy.
By the way, we
appreciate you, Pete.
All right, Cody. Thanks for the call. What's that, Brooks?
So we have a Nisha call out on Instagram.
Oh yeah, what are they saying?
Surfer_Steve760 says, "You, Pete, keep up the amazing job of surfing. Nisha is a great coach."
She is a great coach. And there's going to be
he doesn't think I'm Nisha right now.
No. Surfer Steve and I have interacted over social media a number of times. Super good guy, really supportive. And Nisha is going to be featured in a video tomorrow where I'm actually, it's on YouTube today, it's on Instagram tomorrow. I go through my morning wearing, I don't think you've seen this one, Banana, but I'm wearing these glasses, and I record my whole morning through the video recorder of these glasses. And Nisha is on the video. As we get down to our surf spot, I warn her that she is not allowed to change out of her clothing into her wetsuit in front of me, as usual, because it'll get recorded on these glasses.
Well, so you also have the option to not ever put that in a clip.
Yeah, but she probably didn't want it on video, like, out there. Who knows?
Like, even if you're going to review it, you can't see it.
Yeah, but they're the Meta glasses.
One boy in this house.
Yeah, but the Meta glasses, like, there's a button they could, like, it could instantly go to, like, a Facebook or Instagram story or something like that. I felt weird about it the whole day, like, filming with just the glasses. I feel like I put cameras in people's faces.
Yeah, it's a little bit creepy.
Yeah, and everybody's gotten used to me sticking a camera in your face, but when there's a camera in your face, you're being recorded.
Yeah.
But if I'm just sitting there looking at you like this.
Think about celebrities on the beach. Now you
oh.
don't even have to, like, if they originally had to worry about paparazzi, now they're worried about every guy in sunglasses.
Yeah, everybody just wearing some Ray-Bans or something. 760-517-6844. Skylar over here got a haircut. Was that today or yesterday? It was yesterday. And she has is she in the shot at all?
Yeah, she is.
Mr. Roboto is
Had people
zoomed in.
commenting on her.
She's been licking her butt for about the past 5 minutes, but other than that, she's been very cute over there.
Chill, yeah.
Not her butt, it's probably a foot.
Okay. Normally I'm a little more over to the side, but she's taking up a lot of space. Is she just asleep? Just dead asleep over there, huh?
She's asleep.
All right, Skylar, you're enjoying yourself. 760-517-6844 is the phone number. I have to mute for 1 second. Because I've been... Oh, no, I knocked over the sign. All right, that was just for the people on Instagram. If you don't know the number by now on Instagram, I don't know what to tell you. I think I actually put in the description this time. No, it's fine. It's fine. 760-517-6844 is the phone number. Who's this?
Hi, it's Jen again.
Hi, Jen again. What's going on?
Nothing much. I actually have a few reasons for calling you.
All right, but you have to play. You have to play the old
remember.
timey. Oh no, you got to play the game first. You can't just jump right in. You got to answer one of the questions. Banana, give Jen a question.
Okay, that was one of the reasons why I called. I did want to play it.
Okay.
Yeah,
I actually have a request though.
Hold on. You have to answer the question first.
No, I have a request for it. I want a medium level.
Oh, okay.
I want a
okay.
medium level
Sorry.
one.
Medium level.
Because I kind of have parents that are on the older side, and a lot of people I'm around use a lot of those tiny phrases.
Okay. Medium hard banana.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like a way you make your eggs.
Okay. All right, here we go. What does it mean to play the hand that's dealt to you?
Just won't. It kind of means just rolling what you have, just playing what you have.
Yeah, you got to work with what you got.
I would say that's correct.
Yeah. Nice. You didn't even have to think about that one. She got that right off the bat.
Yeah, I've heard that one a lot, and I'm just always like, all right, go with the flow. Let's work with what I have.
Play the hand you're dealt. I would assume that is a poker reference. Play the hand you're
I got
dealt.
so many poker references. Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
lots of.
because I'm so good at
think
poker.
that was poker
Right.
reference too. I've never played poker, but
I have many times, and I'm not very good at it.
It was like well into my 30s, I think. And then I had some friends come over and play poker with me. And my friend Andy was sitting next to me, and he's like 6'4", 280, and was substantially larger than me. And he looks at me and goes, "You're the little blind." And I was like, "What?" I was like, what, where is this coming from? And apparently it's a poker term, but it was also very applicable to being much smaller than him and blind. So that was my introduction to poker. I just thought I was being made fun of. Jen, since you answered the question and you nailed it right away, what you got for us?
so I have three things. Well, three statements in one question.
Okay.
So first off, I don't know if you remember when I called a few weeks ago. I was saying thank you for responding to my question for my essays.
Yes.
I found out my grade last week, the day before you had your original call-in show planned, and then you canceled. And it's like, man, I can't tell him.
Yeah. I was very sick last week. How did you do on the paper?
Yeah. 100%.
Oh, nice.
Congratulations.
So she emailed me very out of the blue, just kind of found my email address and asked me, your whole paper was about the 10,000 hours to become an expert. And you asked me about that in relation to surfing and voice acting. And you did give me an idea for a show. I think we're going to get to it at some point. I feel like I'd like to do a whole show about that because I got a lot of thoughts on it. But congrats on the 100%. Jen, we have a lot of people who want to get through in the hour. So jump to the question. Let's go to that.
Okay, so I was curious if, just because I have low vision myself, and with the community I've been around, I've grown to kind of be more proud of it. So I'm curious if there's moments when you're kind of proud of having your low vision.
I love that is your attitude.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm proud of having low vision, but I feel like I'm proud of the things that I've accomplished despite the huge, I'm guessing you probably feel the same way, the things that you've accomplished despite the large handicap. Just kind of going through life with this big obstacle and not giving up and giving in and going on. I do definitely develop some pride from that. And
sorry, can I jump in?
Yeah.
I was extremely proud. We've talked about this story before, but when we hiked in Yosemite, I just wanted to go on a path walk because I thought that would be easiest, and Pete wanted to go on a real hike. And I think he was very proud of himself by the time we got to the waterfall, and I was also very proud.
Yeah, that was hard. That was not easy, but I was proud. I mean, there's a lot of work on your part, a lot of stress on your part getting us through there. But yeah, in that respect, Jen, thank you so much for the phone call. Not proud, but this is a question I want to ask. So I feel like when I'm out and about, we get recognized a lot. Mm-hmm. How much of that is because I've got the cane? Do you think people automatically look like, oh, blank guy with a cane, that might be him?
No, because a ton of the time we are sitting at a restaurant.
That's true.
So.
It's usually my glasses. And
one restaurant in particular.
Yes, indeed. We
won't name it. But.
We might be heading to one of those places tonight. Anything exciting happening in the chat over there, Brooks?
Everyone's just chilling. Everyone's very happy.
That's good.
Very nice.
I was gonna give you the screaming donkey to to hang up on.
Where is it?
Steve broke the damn donkey.
Oh.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, he broke the donkey. Then he broke the goat. So we don't have any noises for you to hang up on people for us today.
Bummer.
But
everyone wants the gong back.
The gong is.
The gong.
Where is it? What about the pig that I can't get the water out of?
Oh,
pig.
Oh yeah, there's a pig.
It does make a horrendous noise.
Yeah, there's this pig in the bathroom. It's a water toy. He goes like.
No, it's not.
Does it sound like a cow?
I don't want to do it.
Okay. All right, we'll get some sort of noise making. That was very good.
Maybe because there's water stuck in it.
Maybe the gong did require a little more real estate than we have. You used to have a little table in front of you, but we'll try and dig up the gong. 760-517-6844 is the phone number. Who's our next contestant? Oh, come on. Everything's been flowing so smoothly.
I know.
Hello?
Hey, there you are. Don't do that to me.
Hey, Pete.
Who's this?
Sorry, Pete.
Who's this?
This is Nate, and I come from Washington State.
You said Nate?
Naden.
Oh, Naden. That is, I'd like to never heard that name.
I have heard it one other time.
Naden?
Yeah.
Yeah, should I tell you guys the story behind it?
Yes, please.
So my dad and my mom went to church one time, and one of the pastors was named Naden, and my dad was really good friends with him for a long time. So he moved, and my dad was like, okay, since he was such a good guy, we'll name my son after him. So that's how I got my name.
That's amazing. That is a really nice story.
After a pastor. I was named after a guy that died in a plane crash, which I didn't find out until I was like 30, and I was like, thanks. Now I'm nervous to fly. Getting named after your father's friend who's a pastor seems a little safer. But you ready to play the old-timey phrase game?
Hit me.
All right. What does it mean if somebody says you got to cut to the chase?
Oh, that's easy. It means you got to get straight to the point.
Yeah. Yes. Very nicely done. See, it's easier for you, but I'm telling you, we get the next person on, they're going to be like, I've never heard that one.
Can I tell the backstory now, or should we say?
No, go for the backstory, and then we'll see if Nathan has anything for us.
Okay. So it actually comes from like the early Hollywood days, and apparently people who were film goers didn't want any backstory or detail. They just wanted all action. And so they basically kept on, that's where the phrase like cut to the chase, because they wanted like the
chase scene?
scenes. Yeah.
Oh, so if you're going to modernize that slogan, you'd say, cut to the AI.
Mm-hmm.
CG. Cut to the CG.
But when I was reading it, I mean, I knew what it meant, obviously, but I've just been trying to come up with some backstories. But it basically said, like, don't bore me with the unnecessary details. And I was like, oh.
That's how I feel all the time
that's
about
how Pete,
everything.
Yes.
In every conversation that I have with everyone.
Like, legit, Pete, like, half the time is being polite as I give. Not even half the time. You're not always polite, but he hates my backstory.
Context.
Backstory, there's a lot.
That can all be thrown out.
Yeah, girls need the details. We need the whole picture.
I think I generally just say get to. She'll be talking about like something that happened to her in line, like some interesting story that happened to her in line at Marshall's, and she'll be like, so when I woke up this morning.
What I was trying to buy was M&Ms, but they didn't have the.
No, it starts before that. You have to like tell me. It's important for some reason to know which shoes you decided to wear and why. So we start in the morning. It gets pretty far back. But anyway, very good on that one, Nathan. You have anything for us?
Yeah, Pete. I actually have a question.
Fire away.
What is your favorite Bible verse?
Oh, I don't know any Bible verses. I
Do you want to,
Well, we
what
don't
is it
talk
that
about
you wish
religion
that
here
they
on the
would do to
podcast.
you?
yeah.
No, apologies, Pete. Apologies.
No, I
Wait,
mean
did I
generally,
get
I
one?
just
Was that it?
I'm not I'm not averse to the Bible. I just didn't I didn't learn any of it.
What's your favorite?
Oh, okay. I might have a second one.
Wait, do you have a favorite?
What is? Yeah, I think I have a second one.
Okay,
Hold
sorry.
up. A second question. It's just gonna take me a second. Hold on, let me think.
I'm
trying to think if I know
I'm
any-
going to think of Bible verses while you think.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of it. I know the very in the beginning. That's all I know.
Okay.
Ready? I can in the beginning there was nothing. Then God said, "Let there be light." That's all I got. That's all I know.
Later life.
All
Light.
right, Pete. What is your favorite board company?
Oh, board company. He's talking surfboards. I am a very large fan of Rob Machado.
I was going to say.
Yeah, he's
Really?
local. So I started buying stuff from Channel Islands. They had a lot of options on their website. You could kind of customize your board through the website. But I called Rob Machado out of the blue, or hit him up on Instagram. He invited me to his house. And then he talked to me about what I needed. And ever since then, he and his company have shaped 4 different boards for me. And kind of going along as I've progressed as a surfer. We started with a big long board. Then I got kind of a fat one. Then I got a little more of a advanced board. And the one I've got now is, it's kind of a neat hybrid. It's short. It's my height, but it's a little wide, and it's a performance board with some extra thickness to it. And that one got fully wrapped with the caution tape design that Chris Hunter designed for me. And yeah, Rob's been hugely supportive and made me some really amazing boards over the years.
That's awesome, Pete.
So a big thanks to him, and
All
thank
right,
you for allowing me to plug him.
I'm going to take a.
Thank you so much, Pete. I appreciate it.
All right, have a good one. What do you got, Banana?
I'm going to take it a step further with the plugging. He sponsors this
You don't want to hear that.
sunglass brand that I absolutely love. They're Dragon sunglasses. Everybody should check it out.
Yeah, Dragon Alliance
Nice.
glasses. I don't know. I had them on the shelf, and Brooks. I don't know if anybody's noticed. They probably noticed that Brooks wears different glasses every week. Which one are the ones you have on? Do they happen to have a really thick side arm, or what? Oh no, you have Oakley's on today.
I got the Oakley. I guess like you would call them not aviators. They're like kind of the ski style.
Yeah.
Do they have? Are they the ones with some rubber on the side right there?
Yeah, there's some rubber.
Yeah. So those are. I forget the name of them, but I found out that those rubber don't do it, but the rubber actually pops off.
Oh yeah. I was gonna do that.
And the rubber is called unobtainium, which I believe is from another movie.
Wasn't that from Avatar?
Yeah, but I think Oakley trademarked it first because all the rubber on all their glasses is called unobtainium. And an interesting fact about Oakley sunglasses: the nose pieces have unobtainium on them, and once it gets wet, it actually becomes more sticky, more tacky. So they don't slide off your face because once they're wet, unobtainium becomes a little more tacky to your face.
So funny that they named it that.
Yeah, it is. If they did it first, they must have been like, "Hey," when the movie came out. But when the movie, if it was the other way around, I feel like the Avatar people would be like, "Hey, you kind of took that." I'm not sure which way it went though.
Good marketing.
Yeah, 760-517-6844. What are we at for time?
We're at 5:43.
All right, and let's see who is up on the phones right now. Who's this?
Hello, my name's Tony.
Tony.
Hello, Tony.
Let's have a deep voice off.
Yeah.
Where are you
Hi.
calling?
We are all going to talk like this now.
It's JT. It's JT doing a voice.
Oh,
Nice.
okay.
Hi, JT.
Good. What's going on
Hey.
today?
Nothing much. I did some bit of testing at school today. I do like online school, so that was good. I'm glad I got it done. Got my work done, so I'm playing with Legos and watching the stream.
Let's
Oh.
go.
What is bid testing?
Yeah, what
Let's
is bid
go.
testing?
It is map testing. So basically, it is because I'm about to go into high school. It is judging how much has I grown since I took basically this test in fall.
Grown mathematically?
Grown math. It's called the MAP. MAP.
Okay.
But it's math and ELA, which is reading, that kind of
So
stuff.
your progression.
Yeah, my progression overall.
Okay. You just
I
said
did pretty good on both of them.
that's
Nice.
good. You've progressed
Congratulations.
well.
Yeah.
That's good to know. You're going into high school next year.
Yep.
You do sound like a dude.
Yeah, you sound like an adult.
You sound
for sure.
very. Are you the manliest man in your? Well, you're only homeschool, but are you the manliest man on your
it's
block?
weird because I've been told multiple times you look like a teenager. You look like a high schooler. You know, because I'm taller than my family. I mean, having two sisters, I'm taller than both of them. Almost taller than my dad, taller than my mom. So I'm like, I'm the very, I'm growing.
Well, I know.
Do you know how tall you are?
I think 5'6".
Ooh, not to make it a competition or anything, but my nephew Eddie that we have mentioned is 6'1".
Yeah.
And he just turned 15.
That's a big kid.
It's crazy.
But yeah, get a couple more inches on you. Use that voice, and then in a year or two, or maybe a few years, you can go and get some. You can go to the Packy store before the rest of your friends can. Is what I was thinking.
I want to know what kind of Legos
I don't
you're
plan.
building.
I want to ask about. He said Lego. So real quick, my mom actually sent me something on YouTube. I was gonna clip it or share it somehow. There's a kid. He definitely sounds super young. He makes a blind surfer Pete Gustin Lego character.
No way.
Yeah,
that's rad.
Yeah, it was cool. He did it just by assembling the pieces for the guy. He didn't do it out of the Lego blocks.
Yeah.
But yeah, he gave him the hat and the glasses and even had a cane. I'd like to see a full. I want to talk about ego here. I want to see the full head made out of actual Lego plates. That'd be really cool. If someone wants to get on that, I'll plug your channel for you.
Bobblehead that I made for you that was the spitting image wasn't enough?
That was awesome. Is it still up? Is it still up there?
No, actually.
It must be up there.
Got displaced.
No, it must be up there.
Yeah, it's on the shelf.
Yeah, the only person that could reach it is Brooks. But yeah, there's a bobblehead that looks like me. Brooks was asking, what Legos do you make?
I mean, I'm the destroyer. I take apart Lego sets. After you build it, I'm here to come up and go, well, bam! And I find the really interesting pieces I like, and I mess with those, and I kind of make different things out of it. I made kind of Star Wars-esque speeder bike.
Yeah.
Brooks, I think you might know what this talk about. Do you remember the biker game from Book of Boba Fett?
You know, I was never a huge Star Wars guy. I think episode 1 is where I kind of ended.
Oh, wow.
But go on.
Misa, surprised to hear you say that.
Everyone hates Jar Jar.
There's a biker gang in the Book of Boba Fett. It's a very color, and they have these really cool bikes. And that's kind of what I've based my little Lego design on. I've used a bunch of different wedge pieces and flat plates, 1x2 flat plates, to make it smooth and add a bit of detail.
Fancy. We made a Lego beach house. That's up there, right?
Yeah, that's
pointing to the right place.
We
have a whole episode of Blind Guy Makes Legos, which was basically everybody else making Legos and me doing some finishing touches. But anyway, did we ask you a question yet? I completely lost track.
I don't think so.
Nope.
Oh, all right. Question time.
Okay. What does it mean if the writing is on the wall?
All right. Okay. So writing on the wall. Let's see. Is it obvious?
No.
Okay.
Wait, was that the answer or for a hint?
Buzzing, Pete.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, wait, was the...
I thought he was saying was the answer obvious.
Yeah.
No, the answer. I thought the answer was obvious.
Right,
Is it obvious?
That's what I thought. And
did
no,
something.
Okay. So yes, buzz on that one. Check and chime in if they get to it first.
Well,
that's a new rule.
No, he wants.
No, he's
having a confusion.
You are.
I'm fine with chat doing that. I'm fine with that.
But were you asking if the answer, wow, I can't phrase it a different way.
Yeah.
Were you asking for tips? Is the answer going to be obvious?
No, I was asking. I was
asking if it
saying
meant obvious.
that the answer was obvious.
Okay.
I was
All right.
saying.
I don't always get.
That's why Brooks told me to buzz him.
Yeah. But also you're onto something.
I mean,
close,
it is kind of close. But
Does anybody in the chat have it?
The writing is on the wall.
Just Marguerite Mitchell says it's obvious. Obvious.
Well,
what's obvious?
She didn't clarify.
Wait, is the subject of the thing obvious?
If the writing is on the wall,
no, you're.
Let me get, because I don't know, but I feel like if the writing is on the wall, it means that something is about to happen.
That is inevitable.
Yeah.
It's clear that it's going to happen.
Yeah.
that is-
Oh, it's a Thanos. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Thanos. Exactly.
Yep. Yep.
The
That's
infinity.
exactly what
We're
it
gonna
is.
Infinity.
Google
Yeah.
that
Okay.
later.
Yes.
Yeah, we're all gonna Google that one. All right. So
I
I'm
wish-
giving myself the ding because I feel like I got closest to the valued price without going over.
So real quick, I wish I had thought ahead. The guy who was religious that asked about biblical stuff. What this backstory has to do with, basically some king. He was known to just be a drunk, and he was never actually leading his people. And then some spirit, whatever. So basically, he woke up and there was some kind of writing on the wall, and it was supposed to have been from God. This is a Bible story.
Oh.
And he had said, like, it was like that was the final judgment, was the writing on the wall. He's like, you can't get out of this anymore. You're no longer the king. I'm dismantling the kingdom.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was a whole.
I think Devil's Advocate said it best. The outcome is obvious.
Yeah.
Well, the outcome is, it's not.
No.
It's obvious. It's inevitable. Like,
It's inevitable.
yeah. Like
Yeah, because
whatever-
it has something to do with time. Like
Yeah.
the writing is on the wall means it's going to happen soon
like,
or eventually. Yeah. The writing is on the wall that I'm going to take another call eventually.
Josh says it's snowing in Big Bear right now.
Well, that must be exciting for him. By the way, what I got out of your story is I had no idea that God was into graphiti, just coming down and writing on people's walls. I didn't know that was a
Him
thing.
and Banksy are.
What was his tag? Was it just God? Yeah, like a big overarching eye.
Yeah, it just was enough is enough.
Right.
760-517-6844. I think we got time for a few more. 5:51.
5:51, yeah.
All right, so we got time for about 10 minutes. I'm so happy. We started on time. The equipment worked. I think the zooming thing, no one's complaining about anything, so that's hopefully working. I tried to
You're
get
not
us.
complaining that I'm leaning on you. That's
Yeah,
the
you are
first.
kind of. Yeah, you're making me really hot. I'm smushed between
my
you and
God.
Sky Baby. No, it's fine. You can stay right there. I tried to upgrade our whole system. It's very difficult for me. I was trying to upgrade the system to make it look better, but I'm the last person that should be doing that. So I tried to hook up some fancy cameras, and everything was overheating and it wasn't working. So I just went back to this stable thing, and I'm very happy because no one's complaining. And Skylar's sleeping right
It
through
actually looks way better quality wise.
It does?
Yeah, like way better.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
then I guess I'm just going to be sticking with this because it was freaking easy. I've spent the last 3 months trying to do different stuff, but I think this is just going to be
This
the
looks
setup
way
from now
better.
on.
Yeah.
All right. 760-517-6844 is the phone number. Who's this? Ah,
Hello?
yeah, I hear me.
Hi, I'm Deacon.
Deacon or Beacon?
Deacon,
Deacon, what's going on? Where are you calling from?
Ohio.
Yeah, you've never called before, have you?
No.
I love first-time new people. I love Danny and all the regulars, but it's also cool to hear from new people. So you want to play the game, Deacon?
Yeah.
All right, banana.
Can I ask how old you are? Do you mind?
I'm 11.
Okay. I just don't want to give you something that would be like impossible.
Were your parents fans of Steely Dan?
What? Oh.
Deacon Blues.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
he's like, I have no
Stupid
idea.
question.
Yeah, he'll learn that later. Okay, sorry. What does it mean if something is down to the wire?
Something is about to happen.
So close. I don't want to give it to you.
I feel like I want to give a bell for that. You're coming down to the wire. Something
All right,
is about to happen. And there's another sentence could be, and there's not a lot of time to get it done. Okay.
All right.
Deacon, you and I got that one together. You led me into it.
It's like there's not much time left. We're down to the wire. You got to turn in that paper.
That's right.
Yep.
That's like every Wednesday. I'm like, hey, Banana, we're coming down to the wire. You got your list ready yet? And she
And
said,
I'm like, I have a solid 15 minutes
Yeah.
to come up with something.
yeah, exactly. 15 minutes before showtime, she's still doing the list. But it works out every time, so I can't complain or shouldn't complain. Did you have any questions for us or anything you want to talk about, Deacon?
Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead.
What is your most favorite thing that a fan has ever given to you?
Oh, good question.
I have. There's the thank you to everybody, by the way. The blind guy unboxings. The mailbox has been going crazy. 300 Carlsbad Village Drive, Suite 108A, number 278, Carlsbad, California, 92008. But it's not much. There's a million great things, and I appreciate all this stuff except for the hot things. But I have to go with the huge 3-foot wide carved wooden Superdog memorial piece.
That really was amazing.
That's going to be, I think, in another video, because I'm doing something in my gym the other day. It's like 3 feet across with 3 feet high or 2.5 feet high. It's solid. It's like 4 inches thick cherry wood, I think. And it's carved with the S, and it's literally got a carving of Superdog's head in it. And it's got to weigh about 40 pounds or more. I remember when it showed up, I'm like, what is this? And just the time and effort that the person put into making that thing was outrageous. And I appreciate that piece. I give that thing a high five every day in the gym. So that was far and away probably the coolest thing I've ever gotten. Have you seen anything in any of the blind guy unboxings, Deacon, that you thought was cool?
Yeah.
What did you like?
Yeah.
What was it?
I like the Lego set.
My favorite was last week. All that freeze-dried stuff.
All the freeze-dried food.
Incredible to me.
What was your...
Yeah.
Deacon, thank you for the phone call, and good job on getting that one. Banana, what's the favorite thing? You know, a lot of people. So one of the videos that's blowing up is like 700,000 views right now. Features the Aztec death whistle, but also features the crochet banana, which I thought was corn because it was crocheted.
Yeah. So I was gonna say, and maybe because it's like closest in my memory, but somebody hand crocheted me a banana, which is amazing, and it even has like a little hook so it can go on the Christmas tree or wherever.
Yeah, and has like a little googly eyes on it.
It's great.
So the banana that you like so much came from the person that actually gave you the book that you've gotten some of these from.
Oh, really?
And also came from the person who mailed me the Crocs. Oh, and she gave you the keychain that has the little banana and the M on it.
All right. Well, you know what? Her average is excellent.
Yeah.
And just because she made one mistake.
Matea Brown is the person that has mailed me all that stuff. And I feel like she mailed me the Crocs, which, by the way, is like 40 or 50 bucks, however much those things are. And then you had such a horrible reaction. She's like, oh no, here's a banana for banana and a keychain for banana and a book for banana. She's like trying to make it up to you. But that was really appreciated. Matea Brown, I think, is probably the #1 gift giver at this point, along with Brian from Dublin, Ireland.
Did she also send the charms for the Crocs?
I don't know who sent the charms. That was
You don't know who I should be mad at?
I haven't dropped the charms video yet, so no one's been able to take credit for them. The charms video is going to get dropped on Saturday. So when that gets dropped, Saturday on YouTube, and then Sunday on Instagram. So when that gets dropped, maybe we'll figure out who sent the charms. I thought they were cool. We'll try and fit in one more here. 760-517-6844. Who's this?
Hi, this is Haley. I'm back again.
Haley, what's going on today?
Not much, just at work.
Oh, wow, you're at work right now?
Yeah, it's boring. It's kind of a security job. So.
Okay. But you can keep...
I'm actually the Zoni that talked about the turtle.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I can remember the state. Zoni. I love that you call it a Zoni. That's great.
Yeah.
Did you...
Well, you're the one who called me.
I know.
So.
Is that... Do people from Arizona...
Is that a derogatory term? I don't even
know.
Is it?
No, people do not call us Zonis, but you are the one that brought it up. That
that's funny.
I don't know. Just California people call us Zonis.
Yeah.
10 years from now, it'll be like...
You weren't supposed to know that.
Yeah, you'll get canceled.
I was supposed to be...
You weren't allowed to...
was only supposed to say that behind your back. In Massachusetts, when I was there, we called ourselves massholes. And we were proud of it. Yeah. Everybody around there is just proud to be an ass. So we're a bunch of massholes. I was like, yep, totally. All right, let's fire up a question for you.
Can't decide.
5:59 p.m. It's got to be a really good question for our last caller of the day.
The really good question has a very long backstory, so I think I might have to save
likes
that.
backstories.
I love the details.
Yeah.
All right. Shoot. Okay. All right. What does it mean if if you say a couple people are as thick as thieves?
Oh, they're like two peas in a pod. They're close together. They're best friends.
I'm going to give you double credit for that.
Yeah, you got two peas in a pod because you answered the question.
Yeah.
An old-timey phrase.
Yeah, she old-timey phrased you with an old-timey phrase.
Ding, ding, ding.
That was impressive.
Yeah, you got special. You get extra credit.
I feel like I got to figure out a way to keep score, and by that I mean maybe you should.
You need to give out a prize.
I know. I feel like something like that deserves
maybe
a prize.
a free pizza or something.
I got to get someone. I mean, I guess I could pony up for a free pizza.
Like Domino's.
I've been begging, getting I don't want to get into that. I've been reaching out to like companies all over the place. I'm like, literally give me one of your products. I want to give it away for free on my show. And they're like, we don't do sponsorships. I'm like, free product, just one thing to give away. I'm like calling like Wrigley. I'm like, can you give me a stick of bubble gum? I'll give that away, please. In the future, we will come up with some sort of a prize. But that was very well done.
We are impressed.
You have anything you want to send us off with? Any good stories, questions, anything like that?
Well, I was just curious. What are your guys' favorite scents / colognes or perfumes?
Mine's weird, and it makes me feel bad because
Why?
I really like. Oh God.
Yeah,
I really like the smell of cotton candy. However, I was told that only like little girls wear cotton candy. So that makes me feel very weird about it. But I like sweet scents. Like if something smells like strawberries or watermelon or cotton candy, like I like that scent. I just hate stuff that's like designed by I never liked White Diamonds by Liz Taylor. Anything that just smells like a chemical. I'm like, no, why do you want to smell like that? If it smells natural, I like it. Oh, banana. We who sent us? Oh, what's the sunblock company that sent us? Sunbum sent us shampoo that smelled like bananas, and you were using it for a while, and I was using it, and I was like, I like the way my head smells right now. I like fruits. What scents do you like, banana?
Well, I don't wear perfume, but as far as like scents out in the world, I really love the smell of roses. I know it sounds cheesy, but like your nose and like a big rose, it smells amazing to me.
Yeah. Brooks seems to prefer the smell of old wetsuit because that's what his car smells like a lot.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Not voluntarily. I kind of like the smell of coffee.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Yeah. Big time. I love that.
What's that coffee that you've been making that I come down every morning, but it's like...
Well, so our friend Jenny gave us a gift basket, and that had an eggnog flavored coffee.
Yeah.
So that you loved that, but then I also bought my own Starbucks gingerbread flavored
That's
coffee.
fine. The gingerbread's okay. No, eggnog flavored coffee is fantastic. I could do a whole show talking about smells that I like. And what is your favorite smell?
So I found my favorite cologne, which is Green by Coach. I highly recommend it. It's really nice.
I used to really like this. It was DKNY and Green Apple.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I like green apple.
I love green apple.
If someone is eating a green apple Jolly Rancher, I automatically want to kiss them because it just smells so good.
If it's a man.
Well, maybe not.
Don't tell Miranda that.
Should have qualified. Man, I can't help it. Your breath just smells so good, dude.
Yeah, it smells so good.
Does the Coach Green, does that have anything to do with green apple or like completely different?
It's just a very kind of musky, kind of fresh, kind of, I don't know. It's just a really nice cologne that I just got.
My body wash now is sandalwood and cedar. I feel like it's like a new thing for men to smell like wood.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
I don't think so.
There are all sorts of Brooks. Are there not all sorts of scents out there? Like when you're scrolling Instagram, they're like, check out this new cedar wood or redwood.
Whatever Dr. Squatch is making is, that's the barometer by which men go by.
When I worked at Crabtree and Evelyn in the year 2000, we had a whole men's section that was all like sandalwood, cedarwood, all the wood. So it is not new.
All right. Well, you're a little ahead of your time. I like this.
That company was.
I like to smell like wood. All right.
I like cotton candy.
See, Brooks likes cotton candy too. It's not super weird.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you to everyone. Thanks for the call. Thank you to. I feel like we were over 50%. I feel like more than half of them were correct.
A lot of people got it.
I feel like it might have been close to 75 today.
It was a successful call-in show.
Oh, I just hit myself in the neck with the microphone. She goes, it's successful. And I go, God, just take that right in
I'm the
there.
one who was trying to stand for the first time, and I heard you were a professional.
Yeah, no, I usually don't stick my microphone in my Adam's apple, but I was trying to pull this down so I don't. I've been known to fire off the music at full volume in the past, so I want to make sure I pulled that down.
Two peas in a pod. That was great.
Yeah, that was great. Thank you to everyone that called. Thank you to Banana for coming up with all those great questions. Brooks, thank you for everything you do. Anything that you want to throw out from the comments last minute here?
Not really anything.
Anything you want to throw out?
I I love everyone who comes to this. Keep coming back.
And so does Skylar. She's over here, and she was happy to be a part of this.
Tell your friends, by the way.
And Mr. Roboto, the cameraman who zoomed in on all the appropriate things.
Thank you, Mr. Roboto.
Hopefully. Thank you, Mr. Roboto. You can come out to dinner with us now. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
Till next week.
End stream.